Hello. I'm about to run to Stop and Shop and Five Below because I need a couple things, some food, and I need a step stool for my closet because she is a short queen. So you're gonna come along with me. Okay, so we are gonna put the stuff what in the world? We are going to put this stuff up in my closet that I got because I can't do anything without this. What is this called? This step stool. I don't think you can really see. Turn it down a little bit. Boom. Shakalaka. Hey. So instead of this is blue. There is no blue like blue. It's gotta go. And this one matches the rest of the things in my closet. Maybe I take the tag off of it because for what? Porque. Okay, that's all done. I will see you tomorrow. Alright, so I was talking you guys through the entire process as I was making these videos. However, everybody was talking alongside me, so I decided to voice over the whole meal prep. So first we're going to clean the potatoes with some vinegar and water, and then rinse them off with just water a couple of times until you feel they're clean. We're then just going to dry them off a bit. Now I like to cut my potatoes in 4 pieces. I feel like it cooks better, so I would recommend to do that, but you can always just cut them in half. Now we're gonna put some avocado oil in the bag. I honestly don't think it tastes that different from olive oil. Add some garlic. Add some onion. Now adobo, because you know we need some nice flavor up in there. Now just a pinch of salt because adobo does have salt in it already, and then some pepper. Now we're gonna shake, make sure all the potatoes are lathered in some deliciousness. Spray the pan with some olive oil. We're gonna place the potatoes in the pan, making sure they're all on their side, and then we're gonna put the potatoes in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. We're gonna put some parchment paper down on the cutting board because uncooked meat, ew. We're now gonna cut the skin off the salmon. I know if you boil some water, pour it on the salmon, it peels right off, but your girl didn't have time for that. Now we're gonna very thoroughly clean the salmon with some vinegar and water until the water comes out clear. I did have a video of me seasoning the salmon, but I don't know where it went, so. Now I like to clean up as I go because cleaning up at the end is literally the most dreadful part. Now we're gonna clean the broccoli with some vinegar and water. I have this little machine, it's cute. You know, you see, you spin it and then it rinses it off for you. So convenient, we love her. But I seasoned the salmon and broccoli the same as the potatoes. We're gonna take the potatoes out. We're gonna flip them on a different side, and then we're gonna put them back in for another 20 minutes on 350 as well. Then we're gonna take them back out and we're gonna broil them for a minute or two, really to your preference. Now let's make the salmon. We're gonna put the stove on low. We're gonna add some avocado oil to the pan. Now we're gonna add some minced garlic. Now once the minced garlic is in the pan, you want to let it brown until it's fragrant, so it's going to be about a minute or 2. Now for some low sodium soy sauce, because we already seasoned with salt, so no need for some more. Then we're going to add a little bit of water. Now some sriracha for spice. Ooh. Now we're going to mix everything up to make sure everything is being evenly cooked and distributed. We're going to add some honey. The more honey, the better. We like it sweet. but really it's preference. So you're going to continue to mix. You want it all to cook down a bit so that it gets a little bit thicker. Now this is when I realized that I'm not putting enough in this pan because I actually kind of have a decent amount of salmon, so I was just adding a little bit of more. Now we're going to mix again. Now I taste test as I go, so I'm going to add more honey because I tasted it and felt like it needed it. One thing I won't do is blindly cook because if it don't taste good, ooh, I'm mad. Now we're going to mix again, let it cook down, and then add the salmon. Now I would cut the salmon in a little bit thinner slices than what I had on here, but your girl was lazy. So I had to cook it a bit longer, but normally you would only have to cook it for like 3 to 5 minutes. Salmon cooks really fast and you just flip it. Now once that's done cooking, we're going to put it on a pan to broil it for a little bit just so that it has a little bit of a crunch. Your girl has a crunch obsession. Now this is my little contraption to steam broccoli. Love that thing. Now you're gonna place the cover on it and put the stove on high. Me personally, I still like mine a little bit crunchy. Now we're gonna put the broccoli in a bowl and season it up. It's honestly just easier that way. So we're gonna put some butter in, pepper, some salt, some onion, garlic, and we're gonna shake, shake, shake it up. Now we're gonna clean so we can set up our meal prep. We're almost done. We're almost done. Now we're gonna whip out this contraption again to clean the grapes. We're gonna rinse them off with vinegar and water and then place them on a paper towel to dry. Now as they're drying, we're gonna cut the pineapple. I don't know if I cut the pineapple right. I don't know if there's a right way to cut a pineapple, but this is how I do it. This is what's easiest for me, and honestly, cutting a pineapple is so annoying. One thing I'm not gonna do though is waste some pineapple, so I make sure I cut as close to the edge as I can. And honestly, those little black spots that get left on it, I'll eat them because I just feel like you can eat the skin of every other fruit. Why not this one? But my siblings don't like it, so for the most part, I try to cut them off. So now that the pineapple is all cut and our grapes are dry, we can set up our fruit bowls. I already had cantaloupe cut, so made my life easier. Now the reason we let the grapes dry is because they do get moldy, especially if they're not on the stem. So I like to let them dry so I can actually have them washed and I don't have to wash them throughout the week because I find that extremely annoying. Now we're gonna clean everything up. If you don't clean your sink, please start. Now my meal prep is done and everything is clean, so we're gonna take our tail to bed. I'll see you next time.